What's going on, everybody? Another day, another opportunity. Crypto smoke. We're gonna talk about some crypto smoke. Smoke, slang. I'm using it slang to denote crypto strife, crypto issues, disagreements, whatever you want to call it. I hope that this episode finds y'all well. But there's so much go. Yo, I don't know about y'all. I don't know about you all, but I'm kind of tired of hearing about FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. Free, dude is still free. I'm kind of tired of hearing about him. You know, they're making it seem like this was the worst, absolute worst situation that took place in the cryptocurrency space, which I beg to differ. Um, I don't, maybe in as far as amount, the largest, as far as value, I don't know. But if you've been around for years, you would know these things happen all of the time. In another couple months or sooner, we're going to hear about another company or another exchange or another person or groups of people who are going to be taken down in some shape or form or fashion in crypto. And it's going to be the talk. You know, I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm kind of tired of it. You know, I wonder what's going to be. There's something that's motivating people that people don't like to talk about a lot, but there's something that motivates folks to do what they do with crypto. And the motivation is to make money, but there's another motivator that people don't like to talk about, and that's greed. People don't like to speak about greed. People think just because I've been talking about Hex back to back to back, they think that that's like I'm some type of Hex maximalist. I am not a Hex maximalist. I'm not any type of crypto maximalist. I'm a generational wealth building maximalist. And if Hex is the tool that I'm using to get me there, then so be it. We gotta wait for what the other chains are gonna do and what the other chain or Dex is gonna do. But you can like whatever you like because I've been in with it. I've covered so many different things, styles. Be a person you all about one coin or you all about many coins. Ultimately, you just trying to make money, you know? Ultimately, you just trying to find a way to sustain yourself financially. So it doesn't matter, like personally to me, what you're involved with, as long as it's not shady and people are not getting hurt. FOMO, how are you, sir? Top of the morning, top of the day to you. But I'm tired of hearing about Almeida. I'm tired of hearing about Sam Free, SBF and FTX. There are so many other things going on in the world. And for me, FTX, you just add FTX to the long laundry list of crypto projects, companies that have failed and have quote unquote scammed the people. They're just the latest one, you know? It's the latest. But constantly like it's weird because I think maybe there's just a lot more new people in the space now than there were years ago, years past. Because this thing is just it's just too much. It feels like each day that passes by since FTX, they want to introduce more information to increase the hype or even create some type of fear to have you or others become afraid of crypto and leave it alone, and then you got everything else working in concert. You got this regulation talk. You got this talk with the President Biden, creating some type of crypto or pushing for this crypto law, whatever, to introduce regulations and blah blah blah. And you have senators that are trying to introduce another bill to address to create clarity and address like specifics on what crypto regulations, whatever. Who cares? Like, I get it. I'm just a little bit tired of all the smoke as far as drama and the illusions, the smoke and mirrors that are being presented. You know, crypto's here. Crypto's not going anywhere. Crypto's not bad. It's the people who use it that do crazy twisted things is the issue, We're the ones that can't help ourselves and want more than our closest people, right? Because of greed, because of human iniquities or flaws, you know? That's what a lot of all this is. Let's see who can win the most so you can outdo somebody else who's in crypto. That's just the truth, man. For many people, that's all it is. I've heard people even say it, get into these pissing contests on who has more crypto money than the other person, who has more money than the other person, because that's what it boils down to. Nothing but greed, ego, your pride. You keep comparing yourself to something else when it doesn't even matter. You know, it's and this is where we're at. For somebody to say things like certain coins are dead, right? They're just dead. The market right now overall is down compared to a year ago, compared to compared to 6 months ago. The market, the markets are down. But what is really dead? There's nothing dead. You know, we're going through cycles where we have to rest. The market is restless but resting. It's not really raging yet, like it will whenever it decides to come back, right? Whenever the bull decides to come back and the activities working in concert, and then we have this raging market again where everything we throw at the wall makes money. Let it just do what it's doing right now. But you can't tell me certain coins are just dead. I don't like Bitcoin like that, but you can't tell me Bitcoin is dead. You can't tell me Ethereum is dead. And the coins that are on top of Ethereum, some of them, you can't tell me they're dead. The folks are like, oh no, they're dead, and this and that. And I'm hearing certain things about how, people like CZ, I never really, look, I'm 50-50 with CZ. Like, I'm not like 100% pro CZ like that either, because if he disclosed throughout the whole FTX debacle, well, hold on, let me see what you're saying here, FOMO, because I'm just talking, missing the chat. Oh, right. You did tell me. Yeah, no new high. Wow, 28, 29. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, you're D Angel in the building, FOMO TV. You're a chart analysis person too. So I can understand your sentiments. D Angel, glad to have you. FOMO TV. D Angel, if you don't know FOMO TV, he's a streamer. When you if you should give him a chance, go subscribe to his channel. He has good content over there as well. And D Angel, if you're a content creator, I'd ask FOMO to do the same for you because it's all about providing and sharing absolutely independent, wonderful, useful, and practical info. You know, um, CZ. This is the thing about the stuff with this crypto because I'm going to touch on a few things and I'm going to drop names from CZ to streamers that we deal with on our level. CZ and these people. You know how like with all this thing with FX channel was fire. Sons of Man used to be Sons of Anarchy used to be my one of my favorite shows on FX and a couple other shows too, because they were just like, whoa, very avant-garde, very ahead of his time, Breaking Bad and shows like that. But that's for different content, different day. Um, People were saying that they had suspicions about Sam and how FTX was being ran, or they suspicions, even as recent as like a few months ago. But you let your suspicions rock. You didn't say anything. Y'all didn't say anything. You had suspicions or whatever, but I guess the money was too good that you were making. See, this is the thing with people. This the greed factor again, and I'm human. I get greedy too. I be feeling like, listen, if I get something, I wanna hold on to it because I don't know when I'm gonna get it again, and that's a flaw that I have. And no, not knowing and understanding that this thing is just temporary. You get it, it goes, it comes right back. But these guys, they'll tell you because they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to be in the FTX bag with SBF, even though I'm sure he has dirt on all of them, but he's the one with the biggest L right now. He has to hold on to all his losses, the heaviest of all the L's compared to whatever he knows about everybody else, because that's the thing. That's the kind of thing of like Nino Brown. I'm putting if you're gonna take me down, I'm taking everybody down with me. Like because there's corruption. But these guys, it's because they're getting their palms greased, and this is all my opinion. But you in bed with the enemy, or in cahoots with certain people doing certain things, and try to make the world think something else, or that you some type of say, nah, miss me with all that, man. It's too much money for people to now. Money changes people. You know what I'm saying? Like I could talk. Let's say I'm talking all this talk that I talk, right? You could think, oh, one day, he A1, blah, blah, blah. Drop $1 million on my lap right now and ask me what I might have to think, But I'm not gonna go crazy, but it could make me start sweating. It could make me start, perspiring, heart racing, like, oh snap, I might just go against everything I'm talking about, because if I don't have self-control, if I'm not emotionally sound or balanced or intelligent or grounded, I could just like throw all my values out the window for a bag. And that's what a lot of people do. That's what a lot of people do. That's what we find in this space. The other night I was listening to Muddy Mo. Muddy Mo, go check out his channel, man. Muddy Mo, Muddymo. He got a great situation going on. The Muddy Mo crypto movement. He reminds me a lot of you in his own way, FOMO, but he has his own lane. Uh, he was making a reference to, he was basically giving constructive criticism to Bank Teller. And, you know, I did a blog, a live, and I offered some of my opinions on his issues and his stance, and kind of like the conflict that he was having, or not the conflict he was having. It was like some of the things that Bank Teller was selling him, Muddy didn't like, and I didn't like it as well. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I didn't like it as well, but indirectly dealing with those contracts Bank Teller created over the years, I realized, all right, I was turned off. Like, I was just turned off, turned off, turned off, turned off. You can't get any straight answers from this individual, and his activity also shows you things that just is lacking, right? Is always lacking, and I just want the best out of people. And if you've been doing this for years already, like 4 years, you know, I played around and I'm not even a Tron person, but it was his contract that let me play with Tron. The first daily, when the bankroll purple user interface, smooth, sleek as heck. And you had some crypto YouTubers that were still around today, promoting it. So I said, yeah, let me try my hand and da, 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 da. But 15 contracts later, here we are, and we still can't, like, quote unquote, get it together. And that's the thing about the whole, yo, it's this thing with relationships and people, the relationships that people have behind the scenes and make you think it's something else in public, but behind the scenes is something else. And it could be due to the same thing you have in the higher ups with Changpeng Zhao, Vitalik, SBF, people just greasing each other's palms. Let me, why don't you hit my hand a couple times, and we make it do what it do, and let the people think otherwise. Because dude jumps on another live stream yesterday. He jumps on another live stream yesterday. The Bank Teller, the developer, shout out to him. I'm not, I'm just telling you what it is. Like, it's just what it is, man. It's what it is. It's crypto smoke today. It's about crypto smoke. Like, we trying to wait, like pierce through the smoke, wave fan the smoke away, because folks try to like cover our eyes and try to present illusions, and we're not about that. I'm not saying Teller's doing that. I'm just saying, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I've observed over the years, even from my experience, and I'm not crazy about how people do what they do. Gets on a stream with your opposition, and then you presenting information to your opposition about what you're doing. Why? Because you rocking and rolling probably with your opposition. They're not your ops. In you make the public believe that, but in real life, how? I mean, come on, man. If and this is about money too, and this is the thing: money brings the best and the worst out of people. Money brings the best and the worst out of people. You know, like, if you sitting down, I don't understand. Like, we're kids. It's sandbox days when we were children. Let's go back to when we were so innocuous, so innocent, so everything. We didn't see anything about color, differentiation. we even saw each other as one gender damn near. Like until we got curious and it was a situation where, oh no, she's a girl, you're a boy, and rock and roll as a child. Like, but we all together with it. But if something happens and you're a child and you know this kid made you cry or he bullied you, he teased you, you don't want to really rock and roll with that child anymore until you make up and you cool. But if you become sort of separated and that's not your friend anymore, and it's what it is, and you got good reason. Hopefully, you go through your childhood, teenage years, young adult, and you deal with people the way you deal with people, and you end up separating from folks because you have fundamental differences that are irreconcilable, that you know you can't resolve. There is no, and there's money involved, yo. There's no sense where you're still at odds. You're appearing to be at odds. Well, if you still have beef with somebody, some cases it's beef forever if you can't resolve it. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna find me schmoozing and perusing and breaking bread with anybody who I have problems with, who I have static, who I have smoke with. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But that's me. But the reason why you see that happening is because number one, people don't care, they don't have values. Number two, it's about the money. They cool, they breaking bread behind the scenes. They already, they're lining the public up. It's like you and everybody else are the fools. Like we the fools because they're laughing at us. They're laughing at us. They've been orchestrating and functioning a certain way for a very long time, presenting different projects, different platforms, different tokens, different contracts, different strategies, and making you think everything is separate when it's really not. Because if you really take the time, and I learned from another streamer, shout out to him, the Meta, I learned from him and Sonny about blockchain forensics. Because everything is, you could find everything there. You could find everything on the blockchain that dispels all the smoke, that dispels all of it, clears it all out. But I'm watching the stream and I was highly like, I'm like, yo, this is, yo, we, when can we aspire to think big, to think bigger, and then to question or challenge and really punch up where we're like, where we see things that are not adding up. And we could just say, hey, what is happening right here? What are you doing right here? What is it that you're not? Why are you doing this? Explain yourself, please, because you need us. You need us just as much as we need you. It's a give and take. We're not looking for perfection. We're just looking for something that works, that's not going to rob us. So we're perfectly looking for that, actually. At least I am. Right? And we all are in our own way because I don't like staking 15.2 joints, man. I don't care about no delayed gratification philosophy that may not add up to what my own personal code, my own spiritual code. What is that? It's a number, an arbitrary number that a human being just picked out of nowhere. That might not fit and align with what I do, but I gotta subscribe to it if I want to win or use one tool, this tool, a 15.2 year tool, a 15.2 months tool to get a generational wealth building bag because that's what somebody did. Now, between now and 15.2 years, you already know at the rate that this space is advancing, there will be other opportunities that's going to come to build off of these things that have already worked, but to make them more refined, right? Refined. There's like we have to, because I always struggle with thinking about perfection. How can anybody say anything is perfect if we're flawed. That would suggest that we're perfect. If we're creating perfection, that would suggest that it came from something perfect. It came from us because we're perfect. We're perfectly imperfect. You understand? Like that's why I don't like the whole 15.20 is perfect, it's perfect for your ego, right? It's perfect for your pride, but it's not really ideal for many people, especially if folks are just trying. Because between now and 15.2, the suggestion was this: you need to keep grinding for the next 15 joints, smell like ass cheeks, don't brush your teeth, underarm woofing, slave, do slave, menial labor, whatever labor, work for the man for 15.2 joints. When you reach 15.2, not only are you going to be well off on paper, but you might want to extend it another 15.2. Who is doing that? Because in the middle and in the meantime, in between time, you have to live. What kind of quality of life are you living? See, it has to make sense. I get delayed gratification and all that, all that, all that. And I get the longer pays better and all that, all that, all that. But we also have to be real, right? I'm not with the smoke and mirrors. I'm not, look, it's just the truth. You think the people in Hex early in the game, because I was in the space, I just didn't like Hex. I was defecating on Hex, making videos and songs and trashing Hex. I couldn't stand it. And the promoters, I was going out there next too. You think them in the beginning was all putting 15.2 joints? No, they were scared. Maybe a handful here and there, but not many of them saw 10,000X either. Not many of them put 15.2 joints. Not come on, because you're like, yo, 15 crypto, Bitcoin's not even 15 years old yet. What the F are we doing? And in the meantime, in between time, you got to just do what? Oh, live for yourself and do for you. We've been doing that up to this point in our life. So what's the science here? What is the science? What science yo, some people like I'm a very spiritual person, man. I've been involved with a bunch of different things for 30 plus years. A person cannot talk to me about certain things and think I'm going to buy into it, especially if you're trying to drop metaphysics, mysticism, Eastern philosophies, religious, different traditional, African traditional religious and spiritual systems and ways of living, because I'm going to see you from a mile away, just like somebody else who's real astute in their own perspective or specialty in life. I cannot talk and act like I'm some type of aficionado or knowledgeable person if because they could pick me out as a fraud. You know what I'm saying? They could come on, man. I'm not gonna talk about sports if I don't care for it. I'm not gonna talk about medicine if I'm not a doctor. You know, I'm not gonna pretend to be a teacher if I haven't shared one lesson to a soul. Like, what are we doing? But you can't stop with the. And that's why the whole thing with side vibe. You know, so I get you. I get y'all with the side vibe. I get it. Shout out to him with the side vibe. Yo, Richard, for real, Richard. Richard, I know you could only appeal to a certain demographic. The reason why I think you, Richard, are appealing to multiple demographics is because everybody understands money. But there's certain things that you do, Richard, I do not care for, and probably and will never care for, because you have people asking me questions. You put me in a position as a person who's onboarded people, Richard. You put me in a position where I had to help my onboards understand. Forget about what this man is doing, because what he's doing is very stupid. Respect the math and respect the code that is in these T shares, that is in Hex. So a lot of the things that you're doing, Mr. Richard Hart, it ain't for me. It's for other people that don't represent me. You understand? I don't care what background you come from. It is what it is. So, and I'm gonna keep reiterating certain things because there's a group of people that are out here that you're alienating. And it's not, it's multiple groups of people that you're alienating. You believe that you're not alienating them, Richard, because you're so consumed in your thoughts about thinking that your rage marketing is creating engagement and is good for your analytics. But as a human being, as a person who people really hold on to every word that you say, if you're looking for glory, always know that you need to exercise a certain level of responsibility to be a leader. And a leader always knows when and how to follow. That's one of the best ways they've learned to become leaders. You understand? And there's things that you're doing. I remember seeing you in an interview, Richard, an interview with Jordan, the Wolf of Wall Street, Belfort, Mr. Richard, Mr. Richard. You squirm when Jack Levin said that you look like a scammer, but you're doing an interview with Jordan, the Wolf of Wall Street, convicted criminal Belfort, who at one point didn't believe in cryptocurrency altogether, but you want to save the world by appearing in an interview with Jordan, Wolf of Wall Street, Belfort, who robbed people of hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. But this is your attempt to reach the people. And I understand there's corruption with the financial legacy system, but I have a choice whether to participate in the corruption or not. And I have a choice whether to listen to the advice from a criminal or not. You really think you're not going to be associated at some level, on some shape or form? I don't care. It could have been a reformed Pablo Escobar, Imelda Marcos, Griselda, or anybody who was a figurehead in the underworld. You hobnobbing with them. Meanwhile, versus a bunch of other people you could be talking with. You want to hobnob with these. Darkness is spreading. Darkness is. And you want motherfuckers to take you serious, bro. You think people are gonna listen to the advice coming from the Wolf of Wall Street, bruh. I don't care if he could give you a little tips in here how you could win. You associated yourself with that nigga. Excuse my language. It is what it is. You say nigga freely. So why should I even say excuse? Why should I even say any of that for myself? And you could talk freely among your crew. You doing videos with BitBoy Crypto. You did a thing with BitBoy, a guy who has no choice but to show, at least on film, at least on camera, that he's doing the best he can to win the favor of the crypto people because he got exposed for being a paid shill. He got exposed for that. So, yes, his bitch ass needs to cry and throw tantrums fighting against whatever he's trying to fight to not hurt people who are in crypto. Keep doing what you're doing because I still don't believe you. You need more people, Bit Boy. And you, Richard, go and talk to Bit Boy like it's all good. Like, are you listen, listen. You walking out of these stores with these bags, and that's supposed to be funny, ha ha he he. It's some of the corniest things I've ever seen in my life, right? Like it's just not even. It's whatever. Like whoever's in your camp, because I don't know if you have anybody in your camp. Whoever's in your camp and they do it and they like, because somebody got to be holding your camera while you're walking out of the thing, out of these stores. Somebody got to be filming you. You got to, if you paying for, you tricking, yeah, whatever. Somebody they really don't like you then, man. If they like, because the thing about it is, why can't you understand? Like you associate yourself with people who've done shady things, right? You can't even get a sit down with Vitalik, but you're gonna talk with some Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street, criminal, a felon, convicted felon. You can't even sit down with CZ and just really chop it up with him because y'all got something going on that's deeper than rap. Vitalik alien head game. Look at his head. It's a diamond. It's like the aliens. It's a diamond. The almond eye game. Bless his heart, because that head, right? That head was able to conjure up and co-find this blockchain that so many of us right now have utilized and are using in this world. Well, that's when I say alien, because his head is magnificently large. You can't even sit down with that guy. I don't know if you probably have in your past, but what about now? Since you have a token on his blockchain, and why can't y'all talk about what's going on with the proof of censorship? And Vitalik is so I don't know what you want to call it, because I'm too old to deal with psychological operations. I'm too old to deal with psychological operations that y'all got going on. I live life simple. Vitalik says in a recent article, oh, uh, centralization is what was the saying that he said? Anything that is centralized is is suspect by default. Anything that is centralized, so to speak, don't quote me, but anything that is centralized is suspect by default. This is what your boy that your boy that you champion because it's your boy, but your boy's blockchain is OFAC compliant. What is your boy on? Yo, well, like he needs more protein. Like, what is he on, son? What are y'all on? See, the games that y'all playing, nobody care. Like, I could care less what kind of Sky Daddy Citadel chess game that y'all be playing. I could care less. It's smoke. It's just it's come on, man. Because that rises to the air, like to where y'all at. Because we deal with clarity over here. I deal with clarity. And Hex, out of all the shit that's out here, even though I gotta weigh 15.2, 15.2 seems like it's the most secure, the most reliable. That's why I've talked about it. I don't talk about other things because everything else to me is a wing and a prayer. Hex is too a wing and a prayer because it's testing everybody's conviction right now, right? But because it's been through how many security audits, one economic audit, it's locked twice. It has all this thing going on with the T shares. You got all kinds of community diehards with this joint, and you're waiting for the thing to go up and to the right. The next go round is going to be the great go round. Okay, okay, okay. But 15.2 is grueling, man. Then you got to wait 7 joints to take the whole principal out if you want the principal and say goodbye to your interest. That's 7 joints. Bitcoin ain't even 15 years. Okay, yeah, I get it. But still, man, come on, man. We practical people. I'd like to enjoy some of the spoils of this crypto too at some point. I'd like to. I'd like to enjoy some of this and not be just like, oh, yo, I'm grinding. I'm grinding because I'm chasing a dream. Oh, everything is grinding. I'm behind in so many bills. It's because I'm buying the freaking dip. Grinding though. Oh yeah, delayed gratification. I speak like when I hear delayed gratification, when I hear product market fit, when I hear these terms, it's like, yo, it's like brainwash verbiage. Hex is better. When I hear hex is better, like the sound better, better. Like that's yo. I have my own mind. I don't care what people like and don't like about me. I don't care. People unsubscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I don't care. Cause you got crypto YouTubers with hex and hex. SEC knocking on their doors quiet. Yo, why y'all quiet? I get it, you'd be scared too, man. I'd be, I'd be annoyed thoroughly. But because I'm too poor, people don't think about me. But I'm rich in spirit. I don't care about all that. Financially, I'm completely embarrassed financially. But through my embarrassment of being financially embarrassed, my people are taken care of because I'm living and I'm doing what I have to do in life, but I'm meeting my obligations. So that's why I speak the way I speak because I love it though. I love the fact that I'm directly every day helping my family the best that I can, you know, and I'm helping them hold on to the possibilities of great outcomes through crypto because they're all on board and I'm representing them. They're all on board, but I'm not with I don't do the jokey joke, the weird stuff that y'all yo. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it because now it's about a V3. No, it's about a V3. Now we waiting for V3, right? V3. Yo, let it be what it's gonna be. Solid. Don't give me no timelines though, man, because you duped me a year and a half ago. You duped me. And then you got everybody coming out with 1,001, 150 plus different projects, 150 plus different projects, and they want my money. They promising me all kinds of. They promising me stable coins. They promising me meme coins. They promising me freedom tokens. They promising me all kinds of stuff. None of them have the track record that Hex has. But I'm supposed to give all of mine to 150 different ways, right? And Mr. Richard, quiet is kept because these people have been quiet, but they beefing with people like me, been thinking I'm just fudding. Everything I'm doing is fudding. But when you said in the spaces 2 weekends ago that you don't want anybody building on Pulse Chain, they were all quiet. They had no smoke for you. They had no fire, no attack, no rebuttal. They didn't challenge you, Richard. They're challenging small ass content creators like me, you know? Oh, I'm fudding. I'm not listening to you no more. Unsubscribe. Like you doing something like that. What are you doing? Like y'all doing something to me. You're not telling the man just told you, right? He just said, well, if it was up to him, if it was up to him, he wants nobody to build on Post Chain. Number one, you have people who came into the community, built their own channels off of the backs of the community. Number two, soon after they built their popularity, they introduced their own tokens and coins. And in the past, the Hexicans have gotten wrecked. Number three, why would he talk about anything else when he feels like he has everything that Post Chain needs already? His tokens, that's it. But y'all are going to come with the argument of, oh, but why y'all gatekeeping? Because Hex was gatekept. Now the Hexicans are gatekeeping, are doing the gatekeeping. You're not telling him that though. None of y'all so-called project founders and people waiting to jump on Post Chain will tell Richard that smoke. How fake is that, yo? But this is about a community, Post Chain. We trying to branch out. I don't even hear you in any type of forum. No Twitter, no Twitter space, no interview, no nothing, and chopping it up with Richard about that specific stance. You guys already got the bags from the people. You did your sacrifices already. You did your donation. You did all your phases. You did all that. So you're not incentivized. These operative term, incentivized. You're not incentivized to do anything by upholding your promises, right? Some of you barely had white papers. You just appeal to the sensibility and the naivete of the gullible, the willing, and unsuspecting. And even those who do know better, they say, "Yeah, let me throw a couple things. Let's throw a couple sacrifice here and there." Meanwhile, he said, "You don't need y'all," and you give him no smoke. Fake, please, man. Please, man. It's weird right now, yo. It's weird. You got these other streamers from other communities who are Hexicans, right? Like I told you, that got into this conversation with somebody who was being humiliated indirectly. They defecate on this specific developer. I mean, like for years, and the developer don't want to even see the truth from core people, his core people who really believe in what he got going on. He wants to give them no time to really listen to what they got to say, to the truth they got. And this is the state of affairs of where we're at. This is the state of affairs of where we're at. You know, I don't want to be a paid shill. I remember I used to be little old me, little old me. Uh, hi, Crypto Wonder. Could you We would love for you to promote our exponential token, and we'll give you 15,000 exponential tokens as payment for your services. I don't even know these people, yo. Who's exponential token? Who are you? Why are you trying to make me become a shill, a paid shill? Why are you doing that? Your token's worth garbage. I don't know who you are. You want me to stain whatever little reputation I have, if I have any? Why? You want me to become like Altcoin Daily in them? Voss Coin, Altcoin Buzz, right? BitBoy Crypto, Data Dash, Ivan on Tech, who's since kind of like, changed his ways. Crypto blood, weirdo. You want me to be these George cryptos are us? Weirdos? Voss coin? You want me to be weirdos? Do all these weird. Come on, what we doing? What we doing? But we don't know. We at the bottom here trying to be a fake 300. Meanwhile, we step on each other. We behind the back, we laugh at he to our face, and then behind the back, we conjure up different plans and do other things and da da da, and try to make it seem as something that it's not. Why? For what? Yo, man. Let me go through the chat. Sorry, people. I just, had a lot to say, man. Just got a lot to say. Go through the chat. Go through the chat. I don't know why. Like folks like us, with as far as that goes, with the custody, self custody, that has been paramount since day one. Ever since I learned from Trace Meyer. Trace Meyer, where are you, sir? What happened, Trace Meyer multiple? What happened to you? Okay, this is a man who created what was it? Not your keys, a proof of keys. Ever since I learned about from him proof of keys, I was like, oh, really? You mean Coinbase ain't my friend? No? Oh, to hell with them. None of these exchanges, KuCoin, moke. Remember Cryptopia? Coin Exchange? Remember those? None of them. Wobi, Binance, none of them. Kraken, Bittrex from back in the days, Bitfinex, none of them are our friends. No, FTX. Anything with an X right now is suspect, yo. You ever notice that? Anything X, man, and it's pissing me off. It's really beginning to piss me off. It's true. So crypto.com. Crypto.com is next to go down. Y'all better be careful. Keep trusting these exchanges. Y'all better be careful. Anything with the X is looking crazy to me right now, man. It's true. It's true. FTX. That's supposed to sound futuristic. X marks the spot of where you're gonna get got. That's supposed to be futuristic. It's not. Come on, man. Like, what? Come on, man. Well, if you used to be a content creator, you might as well continue to flow. There is no money in it. If you have the love for it, then do it. But if not, and I just say continue because you seem like you're avid in these chats, like as far as like a participant, and in the community, and you have a lot just from your comments, D Angel, the comments that you write, you have a lot to share. You have a lot to share. And just the comments that you write are so heavy and laden with power and certain sentiments. I could imagine when you're speaking what you would people I'm sure would have a lot of interest listening to what you guys say. It's something to think about though. For real. Buffalo Heart, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm doing all right. Just talking crap, really. Talking crap. Yeah, it's very hard to earn on these channels. It's very hard to earn. If you're not big boy taking deals, the altcoin dailies, you know what I'm saying? Charging an arm and a leg, you know, to shill pantyhose token, you're not making any kind of bread. No kind of bread like that. Not like that. Having people knock on your door talking about, oh, subpoena. Subpoena what? How you spell subpoena? Subpoena. Yeah, yeah, indeed. Indeed. I get it. I get it. The background's definitely powerful too. It has its purpose. I get it. For there you go. I gave me too. Gave my oath to myself and family. For real. For real. Oh, Muddy's in the building. Subscribe to the channel, Muddy Mo. Muddy with the crypto movement. He's funny, yo. Y'all are all funny. But Muddy, you are a personality. You are a personality for real. This guy is hilarious. And for the first time, I almost listened to the whole stream, bro. Like the whole thing, because I could let it play, let it rock. You can just let it rock. The man is hilarious. The stuff and that's just him. I don't, that's just him. That's just him. You can tell it's just him. That's him. Oh, man. The money mo being like, oh, man. Yeah, Muddy Waters. See, when I think of Muddy Waters, I think of Reggie Noble. I think of Redman from Brick City. Muddy Waters, yeah. Great American blues singer back in the days. Indeed, indeed. Oh, see, FOMO, for real. Muddy Waters. Thought you meant Redman. See, exactly, exactly. No, you talk about the blues singer, bro. Glad to see you here, though, man. D Angel too. I know this is a dragged out, a dragged out. I drag my things out too, man. Like sometimes I keep thinking I'm gonna do a 10 minute, 15 minute stream, and I keep talking, and I just end up like it goes longer than I expected. For real, for real. I learned that too. Trust me, I learned that too. And I think we have another special kind of lesson. Yeah, we see it like just repeating itself over and over and over, and it's applicable to different things that we're looking at. We're looking at a lot of these people that put themselves out there in the public, right? As far as with crypto, they put themselves out there in the public, including me. But this is why I kind of like I just try to be solo, and it's not because I want to be solo, because it's just the years have taught me. It's just naturally. I just talk, whatever, whatever. It's just weird. I'm different. I'm weird. Um, but when you put yourself like, you like you're out there and you are known to be a part of different things and stuff like that. If you're not careful and you didn't put like a decent amount of proverbial money in the bank, like real like and build like trust with your viewers and your audience and a sound relationship, things are gonna unravel and show you some stuff, man, especially when money is involved, man. These people recycle everything, yo. Nothing is new under the sun. You're clear for the land. Y'all laughing. Why y'all laughing at me, man? Yeah, yeah, we all are being programmed. Westcott Laura, who cares? What's going on, man? Westcott Laura, Hex is better. Yeah, man, it's better. That's the guy, man. Rolando, ICO 2.0. Hmm. Yeah, that's if you I wouldn't I don't know, man. I'm playing myself because look. Look, man. I want to believe in look. Wait. Let me go through this before I continue to waste your time and talk. Let me see. Enjoyed my rat. Maya shit and then this. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he shilled the shitcoin and then disappeared. It happens. I shilled Empire State Token. That didn't work. I got scammed. The meta's in the building. The meta's in the building. What's up, man? For you still in Tron? What's going on with Tron, man? Like, you know, Justin's son, Justin was wilding out, man. Justin. Well, what did he acquire recently? Poloniex, something like that. But he's still in the game. He's in the game. I can't be mad at him. He's in the game, man. He's in the game. He's in the game. Yeah, wow. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. 10 top in the building. Day job messing with my content consumption. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that yeah, because I'm crazy with the times that I do my thing too. Like, yo, soon, that story will change. You'll have a choice. Well, you still do have a choice, but you know what I mean. To let go of the 9 to 5 so you can continue to rise and grind on your own terms. The meta, make it look easy as the name of the game, bro. What was it that I was gonna say though? I forgot, man. Oh, yo, it's like I can't even talk about the chain anymore, like, because it's what's there to talk about. V3, that's the V3. That's all. I can't. What am I gonna talk about? This is the thing, right? This ain't even really maximum pain. This is cringe. This is all cringe. This ain't maximum pain. I don't think this is maximum pain. I don't think it's maximum pain. But what I do think, if anything is about to happen, it needs to happen and get on already so we can move on. And what I mean by that, any type of macro influence, that's any type of macroeconomic hammer that's about to drop, come on, man. Let it drop. Let it drop. What could be worse than the 2+ years of lockdown? What could be worse? What? What could be worse? Stop. Y'all be playing, man. All these people be playing with their economics and all this thing. And oh, make you believe, oh, inflation problem, this and that, supply crisis, shock, oh, health crisis, all this making you, all this fear. What? We did something so unnatural, felt so weird. I'm so traumatized from this whole 2 year plus, pandemic. I'm traumatized, so I don't speak the same anymore. I really don't. I don't even speak the same. I stutter. I repeat myself as if like, you know, my tongue getting crazy. Like what's going on? You know, they don't know if it's over or if it's not. Your president said it was over. Oh, Charlie 19 is over. But over here, you got units that are still quarantined. Over here, you got units that are quarantined as we speak right now. I'm telling y'all. So I don't understand a lot of what's going on. And that's why I don't have the patience for a lot of shenanigans. I like humor like the next person. But when it comes to this cryptocurrency stuff, it's like sometimes when we've been through certain things, right? We could all attest to this, right? We've been through certain experiences that just like so harrowing and traumatic to where you don't have time for you just gotta cut to the chase and you can see stuff for what it is. That's the lens that we're looking at right now. We've been through so much. We know when somebody's peeing on us, trying to lie to us and tell us it's rainwater. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. Like, when I get tired, right? When I'm sleepy and you catch me when I'm like tired, mom, I have no filter. Like, I see through everything. Like, don't catch me if I'm like a little bit under the weather and I'm exhausted. Oh, I'm reading you like a novel. Like, I am reading you like the most authentic soothsayer known to man. I'm reading you from every fiber of your being, from head to toe, for points, because I see right through it. Because I'm just like, yo, I want to get better, and you just talking some ish to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I'm not feeling well. I'm mad pissed. I'm pissed off that I'm tired. I feel. And you talking some nonsense to me about you know what I mean? What we doing? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, look, man. There's so much going on. We got look, Ethereum fork, two chain. Nobody cares about Ethereum proof of work and Ethereum fair. That is so sad. Those are layer ones. Why doesn't anybody care about those chains? Nobody cares about those chains, man. That's like Binance Smart Chain, except it's proof of work. Those things are cheap, they're cheap as far as transactions. Why isn't anybody talk about they don't trust they yo, it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. Now they're saying over here, oh, the flu rates are skyrocketing. The flu. Of course they're skyrocketing. Of course they are. You couldn't have it any other way. And then when I try to escape that type of reality of places still being quarantined here, still being quarantined, locked down, right? I'm not lying. Like, I just can't disclose 100%. But I'm telling you, and telling you to get the boosters, and that the flu rates are skyrocketing. That's why I can tell you I'm not the same that I was a couple years back. And if not for anything, for uh and I wouldn't say cognitive impairments, but there's some type of issues. Like, it's those commercials that you're gonna see a couple years from now. First of all, I'm gonna be the first one to sign up if the guy tells you, "Were you ever scammed for crypto? You may be entitled to compensation." I will beat all of you and be the first to sign up for that class action lawsuit. One, two. Were you around in 2020 and 21 and 22 and you got by the pandemic? The first name, before they even finish, sign me up. I don't care. I will dox myself, privacy gone. Just sign me up. Sign me up. I'm not the same anymore. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. You know. I accept it for what it is. That's why I'm kind of funny about the 15.2. That's why I do what I do for my kids. Like, I don't 15 years. What I'd like to enjoy a couple years too. Like, I'd like to enjoy what it feels like to see 100x, much less 1,000, 10,000x. Like, give me 100. Let's start with that. I'd like to know what holding something like 100x feels like. In 2017, 50x was a dream to me. And people were making that easy in 2017 because it was crazy for that to happen. Regal coin, right? Western coin, all them coins, Fugazi lending platforms, boom, 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 Devore coin. Imagine thousands of X. They started came out the gate. Regal coin came out the 50X. Whoa! Whatever you put in, multiply that times 50. That is ridiculous. I didn't catch on to Richie Rich back then. I wasn't hip to Richie Rich back then. And me, I was kind of like, I was just like, listen, man, this is crazy. It's Wild Wild West. I had no like how to. I had to how to on my own. How to win, how to lose on my own. I didn't have any tutorials to, none of that in crypto. It's hard, man. You know. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let's see what y'all talking about, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. Uh oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Max Payne is oh my God. I don't even want to think about the Max Payne. But I don't think we hit Max Payne, man. I don't think we hit Max Payne. If you believe in a higher power, just continue, build your faith, create, establish, strengthen your relationship with the higher power, man, to get you through this. Because yeah, I'm short term bearish too, long term bullish. I'm very long term bullish, like in such a like in a very strange way, very strange. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I agree with that, Never. Yeah, this thing it's gonna be like that for a minute. I'm tired of it too. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, man. I'm exhausted. Yo, people acting weird, man. Yo, if you really can see, like, folks are different. I know I am. I know I am. I am. I'm not gonna go into specifically other than what I already said, but hey, things ain't the same. Things are not the same, man. You can see it in crypto too. Folks are weird. Look what happened. You know, Joker got no friends. He's trying to make friends with people like DGen Protocol. Like, what are we doing, man? What's this guy, yo? Joker got no kind of friends. Jim Rat Crypto and Sam, they trying to make a way, but they promoting Zen. So it's like a wrap for them in the Hex community. But some people in Hex interact with Zen and they do DGen things and all that. That's what I don't understand about some of these people, man. Live and let live. Just be you. Live and let live. Live and let live. You know? Come on, man. Come on, man. It's entertaining though. I could tell you that much. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. It's cringe. Like Joker's cringe. Cringe is cringe. Cringe. Like I can't watch this stuff at all. At all. At all. At all. Nah, bro. Like you going backwards in life. Why? 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 Because I think there's an instability there, but that's just me. I'm not a doctor. Who am I? You know. Roller. That's the character from a video game I used to play too. The name of a character I used to play. I used to play with. Yeah, they say vitamins. You got to keep up with yourself, your well-being. No quarantine, no job, no mask, and government is being sued here. Uh, uh, yeah, man, Regal Coin for real, man. Yo, I forgot a whole lot. I forgot a whole lot though. It was a whole slew. I was a part of a Telegram called Smart Money Team. Smart Money Team, and those guys, it was headed by Workless Wealth. Workless Wealth is a funny guy too, but he was heavy in the crypto space. And woo, The lending, the lending, there was no lending platform out that they did not know about, you know? Incredible. Incredible. It was no lend like the whole lending. See, we were ahead of our time too, man. The people messed everything up too, man. They messed everything up. Lending. Once I started seeing things like Nexo and BlockFi introduce lending, it was cringe to me. Because I'm like, that's not what we that's not what that's not what the volatile software from BitConnect was offering. That's not what that volatile software trading bar was offering. That was not it. No, 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 no. And people like you had other content creators like Jay Snip 4, Cliff High, and Big Swear crapping on BitConnect, think that they knew something. Jay Snip 4 joined Bit Petites, a hype, a Tumblr, a mixer, Bit Petites. Okay, he of all things, he got his whole community wrecked. After like 3, 4 days, he got his entire community wrecked. Okay, and then was on some kind of pseudo crusade to take down Big Connect. And your man Big Swear was shilling silver, gold, blah blah blah. But then he started really shilling this project called Salt, which was supposed to be the real lending Salt, SALT, supposed to be the real lending platform, blah blah blah. And Salt ends up having some type of nefarious problems as of late, which is something Vic Weir used to. You see these guys, man. These guys, like, come on, man. Cliff High had a newsletter. Like he seemed like he had some kind of like connection to some type of program he used that could predict, that could pseudo predict outcomes in markets and events, world events. And so they called themselves the Three Amigos. And Cliff High had BitConnect not being a scam in the thing. Then when BitConnect became a scam, him and Sam and Jay Snip got on live stream trying to call themselves being a crusade to save people who got wrecked from BitConnect. Like just yo. This is the thing. Whatever, however you present yourself in the world is gonna come back to you when things don't go right. And ever since then, I looked at him strange. I'm like, nah, nah, nah. And that was the beginning of so many other people. Control finance. You see all this finance, yearn finance, and all old. Control finance in 2017 was making a lot of people win for a strong 3 weeks. They were getting paid every day for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Hype extraordinaire. People were like considering that their business. Glenn Acaro was talking about that being his business. Oh, good morning. I'd like to let you know that I'm checking one of my businesses, which is Control Finance. He was under Craig Grant and BitConnect. And then he did the flim flam later on when he knocked on the dark side and then became Craig's sponsor. That was crazy in and of itself. But Glenn Acaro back then, and he had another dude he was working with called Michael something something, Michael Freedom. That's what he called himself. Something weird. And guys, man, crypto is just darkness is spreading. Darkness. Don't get caught up in the darkness. It's ugly out here, man. It's ugly. It's ugly. You know, when they did the cease and desist, you want to talk about shook, daddy? You want to talk about shook? This thing is mild compared to what Trevon James and Crypto Nick and Ryan Hildreth and Craig Grant and Jedi Knight and a bunch of people went through. A bunch of people went through. Like their folks went ghost. You had a 17-year-old who became a millionaire. Cease and desist. Two of them. I think one in Texas, one in North Carolina, something like that. Shut them down. It was crazy. It was crazy, yo, crazy. And then they became like Carlos Mato's game crazy. Well, who you think became like one of like the memes of crypto for a while and still is, has history? Bitcoin net, like all that, yo. Like it was like the thing, man. Nothing new. Nothing like all you see today can't compare to those times, man. No FTX can compare to what BitConnect brought to the world. You don't see people like, nah, it's not the same fervor. Not the same situation anyway, even though even the amount of money FTX was higher, but the mark that was made, people refer to BitConnect. Like they don't even talk about one coin. They go to BitConnect. And one coin was before preceded Bitcoin. They don't even talk about that. They talk about BitConnect. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Anyway, that's it, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. Let y'all go in a few. Um, but the hourglass, right? The hourglass wave, right? So many things now mimic the hourglass on the low. Certain nuances, they're never gonna admit it though. You know what I'm saying? Another game changing collective that just did something that is, what's frustrating with crypto? It's the keep up, it's the momentum, it's the continuation. It's like folks don't know how to keep things going, right? Like look at Hex, all you is the Hex thing is like time and just time. It's a time factor. You get paid to wait, and that's it. You get paid to stake, and that's it. That's really it. And folks don't know how to create things to keep going. They added, Alex added Hedron and Icosa. So now you're able to encapsulate stakes, trade them on a secondary market, sell the stakes back to another contract to get a certain coin, advance or create borrow against uh, Hedron, doing different things on top of the Hex token, right? Bonded with the Hex T-share rate because folks are trying to find things to do to keep the momentum going. The hourglass contracts, the failure lies where people don't know how to keep the momentum naturally flowing, the volume, the interest, the people buying and selling, how to keep these things going. Look at all these communities. They can't find ways to keep certain things going. Once they got it, it's like, okay, you got the Bitcoin and you just holding it. You just holding it because that's the narrative. You're supposed to be a maxi. All you do is hold your Bitcoin and wait for price to go up. But like, yo, there's so much more. There's so much more that you want to do. That's boring to many people, and I get it too, because that's boring to me too. Just holding a token go up. But what about earning something while you hold it? Okay, make that interesting, and then that gets boring real quick too. But making money while it's boring is not a bad thing. But it's the thing about in crypto, folks just lose interest very, very quick. How do you keep that momentum going? It's a flaw that I see in the community at large. It's a flaw. Like look at this whole thing with Zen. That thing lasted maybe 2 weeks strong, 2 weeks heavy, hype, heavy, 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 heavy. And now it's like, like, what else? And then you got this 8 year thing attached to it, but like the hype is dead after barely 2 months. Barely 2 months. People are not even learning. People don't even want to learn to understand Zen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Jack isn't even like I don't see what efforts he's making to even like cross do any type of work outside with other communities. Like, yo, like reach out. You the 21st brick in the Furu building. Why don't you got the Google connection or recognition history? Well, everything come out and it's like I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, see, that's why I don't like CZ. That's why I don't like CZ like that because it's just too wishy washy, flip floppy, and his grill piece. Like I'm not crazy about like how he just be doing things. Look at what he. This is what I'm talking about. You is bad. One thing is not good, then you do something else that's crazier than what you're saying is not good. Like, what is that? What is that? You know, like that. This the whole thing. Yeah, the yield is crazy. Hedron yield, Icosa yield too. But you know what's also crazy? You know what's also crazy, Rolando? How you got them other chains, them two other chains, and there's no front end for the auctions. No one could build. Well, I'm sure behind the scenes somebody got the access, and they created their own way to access the contracts directly behind the scenes, so they could have an advantage. But there's auctions on those other chains, and this, you know, and Kosa yield is wild too. Like it's crazy, but you got other chains, man. Like, because Ethereum POS is just annoyingly expensive for real, man. Yeah, ETH, let's make it great again. Yeah, for real, let's make it great. It's still Vitalik's baby. Even Charles Hoskinson, that's Vitalik and Charles' baby. What are we doing? Oh man, I just let me retract that statement. That's Charles and Vitalik's like project. Yeah, ETH Fair. ETH Fair is a little bit more even less recognized. Like ETH Fair is treated like the stepchild, like third, fourth degree removed, like third, fourth cousin, like no love to ETH Fair at all. And ETH Fair, the dreams that people had acquiring Hex, wishing that they could acquire Hex at 4 zeros again. You could acquire Hex at 4 zeros on ETH Fair if you believe Hex is Hex. But even Richard said he still has to do the research to look at the game theory over there. But he couldn't give 100% no or 100% yes because, hey, he said it a long time ago. He doesn't want to see cheap Hex on any blockchain. So, but people are still, I don't understand. Folks are just worried about what they got going on, but you got to worry about what we have to worry about what we got going on, man. We probably got opportunity. Listen, man, a year from now, everything could be so lovely, or at least by the next bull market, we ready. We sit positioning ourselves for something spectacular. A year ago, we didn't see we didn't see what we have right now. We didn't see. We didn't. This was not. We thought it was going to be a different situation. Look what happened. Look what happened. What happened, man? Folks are mad. They want to be the first to be right and to get all the kudos for it, but it's not about that anymore. This is a continuum of life. This thing continues to move. None of us can stop it. I don't care about any person's ego. I care about building generational wealth and passing it down. That's really what it is. That's it. That's it. ETH Powell. Make it great again. Yes, yes, yes. Meta likes ETH Powell. We out here. Let's make dividends. Dividends. Oh man. That's thanks to the hourglass game. Dividends. Let's see how PLS B yield goes to bruh. I hear you, man. Yeah, you let me know how that goes, man. I'm not crazy about your man Gunther. I'm not crazy about him at all. At all. But shout out to, I guess, the tech. I hope you guys don't get hurt if you deal with Pulse Doge and Pulse Bitcoin and all that. Like, you see, like for me, I can't There's only so much I could pay attention to, you know what I'm saying? But I hope y'all win. I hope y'all win, man. You know, I hope y'all win. I hope it's a win. I hope it's not any disappointment. But it was a lot of ego stuff surrounding, the whole thing with Gunther and Hedra. It's just weird, weird stuff, man. For real, Big Apple dividends in the building. Big Apple Big Apple dividends, man. Whose coin is that? It's not mine. That's not my token. I heard if you stake Empire State token, you get Big Apple dividends, though. But good people, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. All right. Take care of yourselves, every single one of you. Peace.